Fresh out of college, Joe Parris took a chance on KTVB 9 years ago. He graduated from Colorado State University on a Friday and started here the following Monday. Joe's covered just about everything. One of his first stories here was about postal workers dealing with aggressive dogs on the job. He's reported from the trailing of sheep in Sun Valley and the State House for the legislative session. He's covered many of the nooks and crannies of Idaho life, even traveling to the nation's capital to check in with our congressional delegation. Joe built a family here. He met his wife, Haley, while on the job. After they got married in 2023, they welcomed their baby boy, Finn, into the world more than a year ago. We even had a gender reveal for Joe's son on the news at 4. Joe has been a fixture here at Channel 7. Leading with kindness and humor, he encourages his colleagues every day and somehow remains calm when all of the chaos arises. We are so grateful for the stories he brought to KTVB and his contributions here on the 208. So before Joe moves into his next chapter, we wanted to take a look back and say thank you.
Boise Postmaster Dan Corral says new technology is helping mail carriers avoid dangerous situations. What was the traffic going to be like? And there was a lot of concern that it was just honestly going to be chaos. And before you start sliding, gliding, and flying through the air, you have to stretch.
Oh, that's great.
I know.
It's like the painting where they're reaching. Because it is so hard. And it's scary, because if you fall, there is not any give on the ice.
They kind of just took over the neighborhood this morning, which was fun.
This morning, 118 goats showed up to Summerwind Drive in Boise, hungry for breakfast.
Mayhem. A ton of goats got loose. I don't know how, but it's pretty awesome.
And very quickly, the rumor of a goat invasion spread through the neighborhood.
When we walked around the corner, we didn't realize how many goats there would be.
Dozens of people rolled out of bed to find the front lawn buffet open for business. So there you have it. After a memorable morning, to say the least, these new kids on the block are now loaded up in their trailer and headed back home. The neighbors back inside, and life goes on as usual here in Boise. Be careful out there because it is very slick and there's a lot of cars sliding around here this afternoon. But one more time out the window, you can see there, we have a nice safe following distance here.
When you talk about the in-demand careers, I have the list here that the Workforce Development Council put together. I mean, there's not like 5 or 10 careers here. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of jobs.
We want to talk about, how a bill's made in Idaho. Sans music for now. Is the hat too much?
Too cool. Not tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Is that looking about right?
Governor's excited about his oatmeal.
It is unbelievable.
All right, Rick, here are 3 names. You'll pick the fake one. Street Fever, Blood Lemon, or Dog on a Bench.
Street Fever.
That's a real band.
It is?
The fake one was Dog on a Bench.
Oh, geez.
I saw a dog on the bench over there. Tell us your good news.
My good news is I'm visiting my daughter.
Big Parents Weekend?
Big Parents Weekend. She's a sophomore. I'm very proud of her and I'm very happy to be here.
It's been a long time.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Kevin,
That was
why have you
really
done
cool.
this? Thank you, Kevin Esslinger. I'm pretty sure that's who did that.
Yeah.
Man,
Wow,
you guys had
Joe.
some deep cuts in there, some old
Yeah.
ones.
You know, I gotta say too, that reel that we just watched of you says everything you need to know about Joe. You and I orbited in professional circles for a long time before we ever worked together here. And I gotta say, you have been a pro, you have been so talented, so approachable, even on TV. And having that come through on TV, I'll just tell you at home, is not always as easy as it seems. And so Joe is such a talent at making his, I think you said, humor and kindness come through. You are exactly the person off camera that you are on camera. And we are all gonna miss you here. Your energy and your positivity is just, it's infectious, and we are going to miss you so much.
And I mean, talk about joining the 208 too, right? You are an OG. You were here when it was born, and the moment that I stepped into this career and I was like, what is this 208 and what have I got myself into? The whole time you're like, I got you, like come with me. And you made it so much more approachable. And anytime we have questions, still to this date, because you know legislature like nobody's business, but you were the person that we rely on. And it's really hard to know that now I just moved pods and now I can't be sitting next to you.
This makes your next chapter perfect, right?
Yes.
How are you feeling about everything?
I'm really excited. I'm gonna miss this, and I'm gonna miss the people. And that was a really fun trip down memory lane. I have so much to owe to the business and to Channel 7 and the people here. I'm excited though for my next chapter, working at the Secretary of State's office with Secretary McGrain and Matt and Chelsea and the entire team down there. I'm excited to serve the people of Idaho in elections. I grew a passion for elections and election integrity and getting involved in the process through my work here, and I'll still be around. I told everyone in the newsroom, I still have to physically go by the building twice a day, so who knows?
Hear a honk, maybe a double honk?
Me,
double
or maybe
honk.
I'll show up.
7 honks.
They do a lot of free meals here.
We do.
So, if I happen to be in the neighborhood for a barbecue or something.
Come on in.
Love you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you to the viewers and all the texts and comments over the years. You guys made it happen.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of which, should we get to those later?
Yeah, we'll get to those.